Hey, thanks for joining me. Today, we're going to do two things. I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to complete a release, and that is called taking back your power. This is a piece of the Shapeshifter program that I wrote in the Gem Within, or Finding the Gem Within. Since I have started practicing this portion of it, I have not only lost inches, but I have also let go of all the pain that I used to carry around, all the tension that I used to carry around. So I'm going to show you first what to do, and then we're going to move through an actual releasing. So this portion would be after you have acknowledged what it is that you are ready to release. And first you need to understand, where do you hold on to this in your body? Where do you store it? Because we all store our traumas until we have dealt with them. So let's just do this for the sake of the practice. Take a deep breath, and if you know what you're releasing, just allow yourself to scan your body. Close your eyes, scan your body. Where do you feel pain? Where do you feel tension? Maybe fear, maybe anxiety. I always seem to hold it in my hips, and that's where the pain will show up when I'm ready to release something. So if you know where this space is, take a deep breath into the space. Just imagine that your breath is drawing right down into the pain, right into the core of it. And then I want you to place your hand in that space. And for the sake of this, I'm going to use my throat, because this is also where I have my biggest issues. And that is speaking what I know and realizing the power behind my voice. So when I speak, I get a lot of fear, like right now, because I don't like doing what I'm doing, but I need to. So I'm just going to take a deep breath into my chest and realize that this is where I hold this energy of fear around speaking, and that is my voice valid. So I'm going to use my hand as a magnet. And with full intention, I am going to pull with my hand this fear and this emotion and this attachment and this belief out with my hand, and then just flick it into the air. And when you do this, it will actually feel like you're pulling something from you. And you're pulling this energy that you've been holding on to that's holding you back. So for the sake of time, you're just going to breathe into it and pull gently until there's no resistance left in your hand, and flick it and just let it go. You might have to do it a couple of times, and I would say to myself, I release the fear that I hold around my voice as I'm pulling it. And I may even feel it pull from my hips, because I also hold my emotions in my hips. So as you're doing this and you're letting it go, you're removing that energy out of you. You're removing that emotion out of you. So what you need to do now is restore where this was, so that you can replenish your power. Your personal power is so important to your vitality, to your truth. So this next step is just basically placing your palms out into the universe and asking the universe to place the power that you gave to that emotion into the palm of your hands. And oftentimes it will feel like someone's placed a boulder in my hand, or it becomes very heavy and my hands begin to move downward. And I can feel that energy moving and filling my hands. So once you feel comfortable that it's there, You just place this into your solar plexus, into your diaphragm. This is your house of personal power. And as you're doing that, you're inhaling and just bringing all of that power in through you, restoring your cells that have been damaged from holding on to the emotion, and allowing your power to repair. There is something beautiful that happens with this. It may not feel like fireworks are going off, but the more you practice this technique, the more you gain your personal power, and the more you lose the pain in your body and the tissue that's holding on to the emotion. It does something that is amazing. So I will go into that deeper in another setting, but this is, you can pause and practice this a little bit, but we're going to move into this releasing of what it is you're ready to release. And I'm going to offer a small sound bath to restore what you've released. So there's a couple of tools that I use. You don't have to use any tools. I just showed you how to do it with nothing at all. But this is a ritual that I like to do when I am ready to release and take my power back. And one is smudging. So a sage smudge and a candle, and just allow the sage to release and set the tone for your releasing. If you're unable to use sage, I often will use my releasing spritz that we have at Lunar Rituals, which has amazing powers, and I just spritz a little around me, inhale, and think about what I'm releasing. Sets the tone, sets the ritual. That's it. There's not a lot to it. Don't make it more difficult than it has to be. It's already been a difficult ride holding on to the emotion for as long as you have, so let this be the easy part of letting it go. So let's do this. Remember, this is releasing at the most powerful time with the full moon. And this full moon that we're working with in particular is a super blood moon, which just means the moon is closer. But the magical part that I love is the eclipse. And when you work with an eclipse, this is completion. This puts an end to it. This, you better be ready to let go, because the doors are closing on what you're letting go of today. So this is the perfect time to use the power of the moon. Use the magic that you have within you to complete your release. So let's move into this. If you need to pause at this time and go back to doing some journaling to understand what you're ready to release, just go ahead and push pause and then come back. So taking a deep cleansing breath, just grounding you and releasing, setting your intention. And I want you to think about what you're ready to release. Think about the word or the emotion or the pain or the trauma. And just scan your body and feel where you may find pain, tension, fear. And if you feel it in two places, as I said, often I'll find it in my hip, in my left hip, and in my chest. So I'm going to do both at the same time, and I'm going to place my hand on my hip and on my chest. And I'm going to ask that all the power and magic within me allow this release to happen. Allow my hands to become the magnet to pull it from my body. And taking a deep breath. And on the release, just begin to pull your hands gently away from your body until you feel no resistance. And then just gently flick it out into the universe. And then take in another deep breath. See if it's still sitting there. If it is, just repeat the same steps until you feel that it is gone or that there's least resistance in the pull. Place the palm of your hands in front of you and close your eyes and ask that all the power that you have given to this emotion, to the trauma, or the pain, to be placed into the palm of your hands. And just allow that to sit in the palm of your hands until you feel you're ready, and then place it into your solar plexus, into your diaphragm. And take in a deep breath and allow your power to be restored throughout. And ask that this power move to the spaces where you were holding on to this emotion or pain or trauma. Replenish the cells. Rejuvenate the cells, rebuild the cells. And take in another deep breath and give thanks to the universe, and gratitude to yourself for giving yourself the love to take back your power. Sit in this space of personal power and revel in this space. Take a deep breath in and feel yourself become grounded. Feel your power. Feel the energy move from your seat to your solar plexus and up through your crown. heart center. And allow that breath to open the heart. Take a deep breath into your solar plexus. And taking a deep cleansing breath, moving the breath through the body, just filling the body with gratitude and love and compassion. And exhaling. Well done. You've just completed an amazing release. Keep working on this. Keep doing the releases. You don't need to have a full moon to do a release, but it makes it more powerful. You can release anytime you have completed, acknowledged, and moved through the pain, the trauma, or the emotion, or the belief systems. You can use this technique anytime you're ready to release and take your power back. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon as we move into Mercury retrograde in just a few days. I'll offer some support and guidance as we move through that. Thanks.